Need you for the old me. Need you for my sanity.
Hello everyone, Callie Storm Doll here, and today I'm here to kind of do a review on the 60 Years of Ken Barbie Ken doll. He's actually a remake of the original Ken. Now, when I got this doll, it had me thinking. Mattel and a series of other companies have been known for rebooting, rebranding, and trying to rethink old doll lines. So when I saw that they were giving these dolls from the past, 1960s, 1984, 1985, and they were giving them a facelift, if you will, I decided to go down the dark path of Mattel and kind of get a glimpse into some other dolls that have been rebooted, remade, and repolished by our favorite brand that we call Mattel. Hello everyone, Callie Storm Doll here, and I'm here to give you this Dolly reboot breakdown. Now, for sake of time, I'm only featuring 3 different dolls that I've noticed by Mattel as a company have been rebooted or remade. So the first one I'm going to compare is the Ken. So we can see that the original Ken came out in the 1960s. I couldn't really locate an exact date, but I think it's like sometime in the 1960s. Then, of course, the newer one is in 2020. So off top, some notices I noticed, because I don't actually have that original doll, but what I can see in the picture is definitely the shoes. The shoes definitely are different. The shorts, the outfit, the whole look itself is completely different, but then it's completely not. Something else that is completely different is Ken himself. He is originally depicted as a Caucasian man, but now he's depicted as a deeper tone, a man with a deeper tone, and it went over well with the dolly community. No one really complained about the skin change. No one really complained about the change that they did. I think people respect what Mattel was trying to do with that. So honestly, do I think that this was a remake that was needed? In the honors to Ken, because he doesn't give that much play in the doll world, in my eyes, I would say yes. This is one that was definitely needed. Could it, should it, would it have been articulated? It would have been awesome if it was. Next up on the roster, we have Great Shape Barbie. Now, this one, I've noticed the different names. People call her Get Fit Barbie, Great Shape Barbie, Jump and Shout Barbie. Like, people call her different things. I don't know if she was sold as different names, but this doll actually has not only been rebooted once. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe she has been rebooted twice. There is an original version of her, then there is a version of her from Toy Story 3, but this 2019 one is from Toy Story 4. Some differences I noticed right off the bat are the shoes. The shoes of the original compared to the new one are completely different. As in the original, it looks like she was in ballerina slippers, but you can see the one of today, she's in tennis shoes. The socks, they performed that about the same. The outfit is a different material, and the belt is completely different, because the original one, the belt is a ribbon, versus this one, it's a sewn-on illusion piece. Going up to the headbands, the Barbie we have now has a high pony elastiband that is pink to give the illusion of a hair tie, but the 1980s version has a legitimate cloth hair tie. When it comes to her face mock-up, they did the best they could with what they were giving. And one thing I can say I enjoy about this is that they did keep her dimples. I think that is so cute. They decided to keep her dimples for the doll, which is definitely a plus. Do I think she needed to be remade as many times as she was? Well, it was no longer about the doll. It was more so about the character. The ones we've gotten recently, and you can even tell by her face mold and her sculpt, she's definitely more of an animated doll versus the older one, which was, you know, the game starter. As far as character and merchandising go, I would say yes. This is another one that was needed. So now we're going into a bigger debacle. Yeah. We have the Red Moon. Yes. Barbie versus the Lunar New Year Barbie that we got this year. Now I want to give a shout out to Jeffrey Reviews, because he actually brought this to my attention about the Silkstone versus the new Lunar one. Now my thing is, it's definitely a retelling of the same look. Now this one I may be reaching with, but to me it seems like it was a reboot. They saw the success of this one and they wanted to possibly make another one, but no, Mattel, of course, they reached around every corner that was possible, and there are dramatic differences. If you need a reference, the Red Moon doll is from 2004, and the Lunar New Year is 2021. Now, differences I noticed straight out the gate are the shoes. The Red Moon has red shoes, Lunar has black. I think it will look better in a red. Red Moon comes with a two-piece outfit. It looks like her detailing goes all the way around. She comes in with a very detailed hairstyle. Not only are her fingernails painted, but because I've seen a review, her toes are painted as well. I do know that. Her being on a Silkstone body, she does not have articulation, so that's something that they have in common. But what she kind of trumps on this one over is the weight. She's a very heavy doll, and you can tell that a lot of creativity, time, and effort went into the creation of this 2014 Barbie. But once we go into the 2021 version, it's a very different story. Someone said she feels hollow. They said her hair is not the quality that it looks. Some people have gone as far as to say that there are wonky detailing in the facial sculptings of the doll. Now, do I think that this one was necessarily needed? I'm going to say yes once again, because I do think she was needed, because, you know, representation matters, but I think she could have been executed a lot better. I think if they were going to bring this to the table instead of that $50 price tag, I would have chopped it down to $19.99. And I think, Mattel, you would have had sales through the roof, honey. Yes, because honestly, who's going to pay $50 for that when nowadays you don't even have to pay $50 for her? I saw her as low as $30 on eBay, and she's of higher quality than this newer release. So, you know, and just if anyone out there wants to say, oh my god, Callie Storm doll is jumping on Mattel's back once again, I'm on their back because I know they can do better. But to, you know, pay, you know, a little bit of respect to their name. They're not the only company who are known for doing reboots of dolls. And my question for you before we go through this brief slideshow, what doll do you think is going to get a reboot next? Yeah, so it has to be a brand from the past or a brand that is not around anymore, honey. So yes, Bratz. We hear that they're going to be coming back this year. Only time will tell. Monster High gave us a little bit of a sneak peek with the Skeletor collection, but will they be coming out in a full doll line? If Mattel has any brains, they're going to listen up to their fans, come from behind their cubicles, and get involved in knowing what the consumers want. I do believe some staffers at Mattel must be outdated because they just don't take the knowledge that they have in front of them and use it to the best of their abilities. The public has been wanting, craving, and looking for a brand for years now. Yes, the collector dolls were put out as a taste sampler, but not everyone can find them. Toys R Us exclusive? Really? Toys R Us was removed from the United States. So now we can try to find it on Amazon if you can find it at all. People are now selling these dolls for thousands of dollars. Well, you know, good thing the community is on my side. I want to give a shout out to Papa Musele. I believe that is her name. She gave me a little bit of info about the Skeletor dolls being available on the Mattel site. So instead of paying hundreds of dollars, I paid just under $100 for some of the dolls. Going over to Lala Loopsy. Yes, Lala Loopsy was a brand that I completely missed out on by MGA. I feel I'm fortunate because looking at her, I thought she was a cloth doll, but it's nothing cloth about her. She is completely plastic. I believe that if she was to come back, maybe she could give 999 Surprise a run for their money if they decided to do a Lala Loopsy in completely cloth form. We've seen what she can do in plastic form, and it's to the point that this girl is discontinued. So I would say to come back stronger, produce a cloth line of the Lala Loopsy dolls. Of course you want to do play line value, things like that, but maybe you could do a Lala Loopsy surprise series, kind of like Na Surprise. MGA, there's money on the table, and you can have that idea. Slide me money on the back end. Yes. Last but not least, Barbie. Barbie is known for going through reboots, rebranding, crossovers, cross-branding, live action movies, TV specials. Barbie has done it all to the point that we're exhausted. And I think she is too. So instead of continuously pumping out these reboots, rebrandings of the dolls, why not give us quality goods? Something like Barbie's Neighborhood. It could be Barbie meeting these friends and everything like that, make it a show. But when the dolls come out from the show, give them quality goods. Since we have seen the made-to-move doll, why not give them made-to-move bodies? You see what I'm saying? Give these characters made-to-move bodies. When you release these characters, make their clothes quality goods. Who wants to play with a hollow piece of plastic? I've seen children throw a Barbie down in the middle of the floor just to hear how hollow it sounds on the inside. Yes, you can laugh because honestly it's a joke, but then you think about it, it's sad that that's the quality that's being put out there. But at any rate, let's get back to the review. So besides the 60 Year of Ken doll, I do have the Toy Story 4 Barbie, which is a remake of the great Shape Barbie. And this is actually her, the second adaptation of that character. Me personally, I do believe this is the most accurate version of her. I wish they would have simply given her a made-to-move body, because made-to-move bodies were out at this time. I just don't think it's fair. Let me see this head sculpt. What year is it? I think it says 1976. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I think that's what it said. I love the dimples. I love her cute face. She's so adorable. All right, we're back, and we have the Ken out of his packaging. One thing that I think is so adorable about this Ken is that, honestly, I don't see him as a race. I don't see him racially. I know some people were saying like he's nothing like the original Ken. He's not, but I still see no race with him. He seems like a friendly man, and that's what he gives. Looking over his top, it is a thinly made shirt. You can see the stitching. There's a little T-tie holding his shirt closed. He has his little red Cabana Boy shorts. I don't know. And then he has on these sandals, like flip-flops. And they're like a clear material, as you can see. And they say Ken on the bottom. As far as his articulation goes, I mean, we are talking about Mattel. He does have head articulation. He can move out his shoulders and his hips. It's pretty cool. Now that we talked a little bit about those remake dolls, how do you feel about reboots? Do you feel like reboots in the dolly world are more accepted than reboots in the movie world? Some people say there's never been a good sequel. Some sequels are good and some sequels are bad. Just like when you bring back old dolls, you never know what's going to be a hit and what isn't. Just like in the world of Hollywood, you never know what the consumer will enjoy. Well, here's me hoping that you did enjoy this video. If you did, like and share. If you're new to my channel, simply subscribe and welcome. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Remember, share your thoughts below and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Well, wait, before you go, is there a doll brand that you would like to see brought back? And if you can't think of a doll brand, what about a cool old movie that you would like to either get a sequel or be remade with a whole new cast? Let me know. But before you go, I'll answer it. If it's one doll I would want to be remade, I would say I would love to have a chance to be a part of, I would say, I don't know about the doll, but as far as a movie, a remake I would like to see done over is the movie Mimic. Yes, I'm a big sci-fi nerd. Even if they remake Mimic and it's trash like Mimic's sequels, I still think it'll be cool. It's been a while since we've had a really cool sci-fi movie. Well, there's my input. Thanks for listening today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.